Well, good morning, everyone. 26th of February 2025, here in the front parking lot at what used to be Southland Mall. Mall originally was configured much like this one is today. Business entrances all along the front. They had a nice little canopy walk over them. Later it would be turned into an indoor mall and more built, and it was reconfigured and so forth. Big grocery store down here on the end where you see Kohl's, and then beyond that, farther to the north. But anyways, that's Southland, and out here in the front areas of Westney Street, a lot of businesses. Looking down here, now this used to be homes back in the day. As you can see right across the street, a couple of the existing homes that are now businesses. Peace, Love, and a Little Donuts right there. Got to zoom up on that one. And then along the street, other homes. This used to be quite a stereo shop back when I was in high school. Man, yep, just when 8-tracks were leaving and cassettes were coming on. Vac World's a home. Another little home right here used to be a radio station. I think it's a tattoo parlor now. We're going to talk about the place that's down here on the corner. Okay, a little ice cream shop and little Ceasars. Okay, and across there is Walgreens. That used to be a funeral home. That was the Truesdale Chapel of the Pines. Big pine trees like the one that you see behind it. Okay, all along the street. And this really nice flat designed roof, almost Usonian funeral home, and it was Razed and a Walgreen built there. On this corner right here where the Well Now building is, this was Fannie Farmer chocolates for decades, and then they left, and the building was repurposed. Of course, across the way there was a studio lounge, a bar. It was raised years ago, and Panera Bread went in there. It left, and now there's a great barbecue in there. But the little shop here on the corner is going to be razed. The building's going to be gone. It's been here for decades. When I lived back here in Walnut Trail, that building used to be a 7-Eleven, and man, apartments all back here, and that 7-Eleven was the only game in town until went down here about 300 meters. There was Hoffman's Party Store. Anyways, it's going to be razed, and the word is that it's a national, well-known national franchise is going in there. Whatever it's going to be. Take a little closer look. Well, there it is. It's a good-sized little property. There is a cement block building that was also a business for years. You can see off to the left, little white building. That used to be an upholstery shop. And man, it was a good one, and it was there for a long time. And it was repurposed into, I think, a second-hand store, and I don't know if anything's in there now. They may have bought that too and just squared it off, all the property right behind Little Caesars right there, and make it a little bigger property. You can almost put 5 pounds of you-know-what in a 2-pound box if you know how to do it. So they might drop in I can't say a Mickey D because there's one south of here, about 1.5 miles. There's one north of here about just about 1.5 miles. So I don't know. This one's quite close to the interchange up here, 94. But I can't say they'll put a Mickey D in there. I doubt it. But anyways, that used to be a jumping little DJ, a little radio station next door where the tattoo parlor is. The tattoo parlor. Yep. And here in this whole area, in this whole county, and I'm not, stumping for anybody. I'm just telling you the facts. is that when you needed anything to do with vacuum cleaners, okay, I don't care what it was, right there is where you went into the vac shack, and they still are the vac shack. And they mean business in there. They're really friendly, and literally, you know, you need a vacuum, you need it repaired or something, go in there and check those guys out. They had some used vacs in there that were nicer and the same price of junk that they had brand new at Walmart. Yep. So just one of them little things. I see that there. I just reminded myself, you know, hey, you know what? That's a good business right there. And what's going to go in here, we don't know. Over there, though, where the Walgreens is, that's haunted. That is a documented haunted place. They don't know if it has anything to do with the funeral home being there for all those decades. But who wouldn't, you know? But there has been inside a person at nighttime several times, seen in the building, disappearing, walking into the cooler door and disappearing right into the glass and other things. There was a manager in there that had had enough, and this individual used to be one of my neighbors, and one day I noticed that her car was in the driveway, the state trooper right there. Yep, she had quit. She'd had enough. Yep. We can discuss that state trooper's car right there. That's got a cop engine, it's got cop tires, it's got cop brakes, and a cop suspension. Yep. And Elwood will ride with that. Jake and Elwood. Right in the back seat. Yeah. No messing with the state boys and girls. Or any of them. But there in that building, that entity messed with that manager. And she'd been there a while. And said she just had seen enough and had enough, and employees come up to her saying this and that and this and that. And then finally, at one point, the only people that was working in there seemed to be like freaks from the from the paranormal, or I'm just not making fun of the paranormal, but just wow, you know. And then things turned around. I haven't heard anything about any of that in over 10 years. So I've been in there too, and every time I go back there, I kind of look along those glass doors with the coolers, see if somebody's gonna, you know, just step through. But I don't mean to laugh, because these people are serious, dead serious. No pun intended. Yeah, dead serious about what's going on in there. There has been people that are spiritually connected that have just been stopped in through the area, had no idea of that, stopped in there to go buy, you know, a greeting card or whatever. And as soon as they walked in the place, they thought, "Whoa, my gosh, what the heck?" And the one man and his wife, they commented that it would like to chase him right back out the door of the place. The feeling that they got, and then they felt that it was not malevolent, that it was a place that seemed that many were coming to go into the next realm. And then later they found out this used to be this is built on the ground of an old, large, successful funeral home. And so it's pretty cool. You get these documented stories like this, and you talk to the people that things have happened to like that all over Kalamazoo and so forth. There's so much, but these days it's so studied, and I've heard so much of it. Keep using the word "so," you know, a whole lot. There's many books have been written. A couple by my friends. Yep. All right. Enough of the hauntings. It's not even close to that time of year. I guess. Yeah, we'll see what goes in over here. Thanks for watching. Thanks an awful lot for subscribing. Sorry if this was boring, but it's kind of a big deal around here. Little podunk area. Whoa, there goes a nice van. See you in the next one.